based on my personal inspection of the church and the inspections that have been done by experts that I've hired to go over the church properties with a fine-tooth comb, the damage in the church properties is extensive. And by that I mean that termites have infested these buildings for many decades in order to have done the amount of damage that they've done. It is from the floor system all the way through the roof system in Bibb Chapel and in the main nave. And the damage to some of the wood is catastrophic. Unfortunately, even though we've discovered a lot of discoverable termite damage, most termite damage is hidden. Even when you're probing and sounding the wood and doing a careful visual inspection, you're not going to be able to see all of the termite damage. The rule of thumb in this trade is that 80 to 90% of the termite damage that exists in a structure is hidden from view. That what you're finding and seeing through probing and sounding and visual inspection is literally the tip of the iceberg. So the other thing that's important for parishioners to know and homeowners to know, that the reason that this has happened at the church is through no fault of the church whatsoever. The church has had a termite prevention contract on these properties since 1939, shortly after Hitler invaded Poland, and has paid annual renewal fees. And in exchange for those fees, the company should have provided termite prevention services. Starting after World War II, there were marvelous termite prevention products that were available to use. They were not used at the churches. We know that because the foundations don't have the telltale evidence of drilling in areas that would have been necessary for them to have applied the proper chemicals. So for 60 or 70 years, when soil-based termiticides were available to prevent properties that would work 100% of the time if applied properly and reapplied when they wore off, that was never done by Terminix. Also, this damage in the church should have been discovered much earlier on annual renewal inspections. Unfortunately, Terminix has been caught by the Department of Agriculture and my law firm and other litigation of overscheduling their technicians and not having enough technicians to allow them sufficient time to do a responsible, diligent annual inspection of properties, either looking for telltale signs of termite infestation or quality control measures on properties.